time to start our keynote 4 now. As the past 2 years have been very, very difficult for everyone, and all of us learned a better way to handle a crisis. Challenges turned into opportunities. This is exactly what happened with MediaSmart. This brings us to our last discussion of the day. Yes, the MediaSmart story. Challenges turned into opportunities in the recent past. And to share more about this, I would now like to invite Ms. Noelia Amoedo, CEO MediaSmart. Over to you, Noelia, ma'am.
Hello, my name is Noelia Amoedo. I am the founder and CEO of Mediasmart, which for the past 2 years has been part of the Apple Group. Let me start by thanking Adgully for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today and to be part of this great forum. For the next 10 minutes, I'd like to talk to you about the challenges that Mediasmart has faced in our most recent past and how we've been able to not only overcome those challenges, but turn them into opportunities for our business growth. But before I go into those stories, I thought I'd give you some context by providing an introduction to who Mediasmart is. Mediasmart started about 10 years ago, and we've developed a programmatic advertising platform for advertisers and media buyers. That is, we're on the demand side of the ecosystem, and we enable advertisers to maximize the incremental impact on their advertising campaigns, and we do so by using extensively data and technology to allow them to target the right user with the right message or ad at the right time and in the right place. And the mention to the place is important because Mediasmart is a mobile-first platform, therefore very much location-aware, always trying to bring together the online and the offline worlds. And this is a good segue into the first challenge that I wanted to talk to you about. And that is that up to March or April 2020, one of the Mediasmart propositions that was growing the fastest was what we called our proximity campaigns, or drive-to-store campaigns more specifically. Basically, our clients using our platform could run mobile campaigns and measure the incremental footfall traffic that went to physical places around the world, often stores, thanks to the mobile campaigns. Of course, at a moment of lockdown in most of the world, nobody had any interest in driving footfall traffic to stores that were closed. So we're like, okay, what do we do with that part of the business, right? And it was out of our control. So what we thought to do is to think about, okay, how has the end user life changed? How has their experience changed? And we saw that they were not going to stores, but they were staying at home and consuming a lot of entertainment content on their connected TVs. And we thought, okay, how can Mediasmart bring value to this new experience that is being more demanded in the world today? And we thought, why not bring together the connected TV world with the mobile world, which is in our DNA, and so we did. That's how we came up with what we called our household sync solution for connected TV advertising. Basically, advertisers, thanks to this solution, can advertise on connected TV and in synchronized campaigns on mobile devices that target users on the same household where the connected TV ad was served, right after they've seen it, right? So advertisers can bring together the best of both worlds. They have a big screen where they can tell their brand story, they can generate brand awareness and brand impact, and they can use the mobile channels to generate engagement and actually drive to a call to action, which is something that the connected TV channel is not set for. These new proposition helped us grow quite a bit at a time in which, you know, the proximity campaigns continue to be stalled, and well, now hopefully or luckily they're coming back in the past few months, and they continue to contribute to our growth. But it was a great example, I thought, of a challenge turned into an opportunity for us. Pandemics hopefully will only come once every 100 of years or so, but in the ad tech space, as I'm sure most of you know, there are challenges every day. And there are challenges, again, that we cannot control because things in the ecosystem change that prevent us from, offering a solution that we were offering or running a business model that we used to run, right? And we faced many of those at Mediasmart, but I thought I'd touch upon what we faced in the past few years with the changes regarding privacy and user privacy. As a company headquartered in Spain, although we have now offices all over the world, we were exposed to GDPR, which is the privacy regulation in Europe back in 2017. It actually came into effect in May 2018. So we were there, we didn't have the option, as many companies, to just, okay, we'll exit Europe because this seems complicated. And we actually made a lot of effort turning our processes and upgrading our platform so that we could drive the company through a privacy-first approach in everything we did. That took a lot of work, like I said, a lot of development, a lot of time, which back then we saw as a challenge because we had met so many other things that we'd like to invest on that we thought were a lot more innovative, right? But we dedicated all that effort to that. It was hard also because some of our customers who, unlike us, luckily had built their business on data coming from end users went bankrupt. So that indirectly affected us. So it's not a time that I remember as being very happy, but again, I think we managed to turn that into an opportunity because we were able, thanks to the approach that we took to privacy and becoming a privacy-first company by approach, we managed to attract many customers in Europe, but also beyond Europe, because eventually many other regions in the world embraced privacy regulations that, thanks to our support for GDPR, we could easily support, right? So that winded up giving us a good competitive advantage. And it seems then that obviously the audience proposition, targeting audiences, personalizing messages based on who the audience is, or building audiences so that our advertisers can do ad sequencing, for example, has been an integral part of our business, but only when the end user has provided express consent, right? And then it came more recently that Apple decided to change their privacy settings and require another step for end users to provide that explicit consent. And the result of it was that most of the inventory coming from iOS publishers in applications did not come with a user identifier, an advertising identifier, right? So all of a sudden, again, part of our value proposition, which was around audience management, couldn't be really used in all this inventory where the publisher could not tell us univocally who the user was. So again, okay, what do we do? So we invested, again, a great part of our efforts in the past year or so to ensure we can provide the maximum value to our advertisers in an ecosystem in which publishers do not allow us to identify users univocally. So we've supported contextual targeting beyond user targeting. We have set up universal IDs and household IDs that are proprietary to Mediasmart, but we've also partnered with a lot of third parties that allow us to, again, identify users and audiences without relying on the unique advertising ID provided by the platforms. We have done a lot of work of going back to basics, which the ecosystem had sort of started to forget, like, let's measure that the ads have actually been seen in and optimized toward maximizing that viewability in real time. And the truth is that all of those features and platform capabilities that we have invested on, I have a lot of confidence that are gonna are already giving us a great competitive advantage because the ecosystem is going that way. We just had the announcement of Android actually also planning to deprecate their advertising IDs. Obviously, they had already announced the deprecation of cookies a while ago, but being mobile first, luckily we were never using those. So basically, again, another example in which the challenges that are being thrown at us, if we identify them early and are able to adjust or adapt quickly to innovate in the new ecosystem that we perceive is coming, can make us a lot stronger. Because if we're able to embrace those changes faster than our competition, we're able to turn those into opportunities. Of course, all of these great features and capabilities have helped us grow already, and we expect much farther growth from them, but none of this would be possible without our team. And I could have another 20 minutes just to talk about how challenging it has been for the team to work remotely. We've hired a lot of people without meeting them in person and all that, and we've been able to succeed and use those challenges also to our advantage, but I don't think I have enough time. So I'm gonna stop here. Thank you very much for having me. I hope I have been able to inspire you a little bit to, again, take those challenges and take them into opportunities for yourselves. Thank you very much.
We appreciate your observations and opinions, Noelia ma'am. Thanks a lot for this discussion.